Okay, so I'll just count you guys in on go. Are you ready?
Don't say yeah.
Okay, so on go. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Yeah, you said and. Why do you include and?
That's not too bad. Okay, so this is Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix HD on the PS4. We are going to be running this on the highest difficulty, critical mode. The features of this difficulty are that everything deals a lot of damage, double the damage of standard.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, like, while I do this, do you want to explain it?
Alright, so basically critical mode lets you start off with a bunch of different abilities, including MP Hastera, EXP0, if you feel like putting on for level 1 challenge. It has finishing plus, 2 lucky lucky, and healer abilities like kind of but it does deal more damage than Proud and Standard, but less than Beginner, which makes the route for this kind of interesting, and a lot of the strats slightly different from Beginner, but not overly different. And it adds on the difficulty factor of not dying, so really you can't make any mistakes this whole run.
Everything 1 or 2 shots you, pretty much. Now what I've just done at the start here, I've actually done those combos on Cypher in a particular way to RNG manipulate that Dusk in order to give me the right move to kill me as fast as possible.
Yeah, it actually manipulates the first 3 Dusk fights to be somewhat consistent. The second one is still terrible. But after the one in Station of Awakening, it actually becomes completely random.
Okay, so we start the game with our character Roxas. He's not very good, but we have to deal with him for a little while. So right now in the story, my friends want to go to the beach, so I got to get some money for them. So we're gonna do a few jobs around town, really just the one. And yeah, that's basically what we're doing.
Yeah, interestingly enough, you actually only need 50 money to be able to progress the game from here. A lot of people I know, including myself when I first played it, would just grind money for ages until I got the AP up at 5,000 money. Which was a huge waste of time, but I wasn't very smart back then.
I'd say probably most people did that.
Yeah.
Most people just trust the game.
It tells you what to do, even though it doesn't really tell half the stuff this game actually has.
Alright, so this guy should upside down walk if I've done it right. There we go. So you can't actually kill that Dusk, you just have to hit him 10 times. Now right here I pick up the shield. That determines our ability route for as we level up the abilities we'll get. In critical mode you want to pick the shield for defensive abilities, mainly once more, which is extremely necessary for actually surviving in a lot of the fights. So we're coming up to the first boss fight here, but first we've got to do a quick menu. Put on all those extra abilities that we get from critical mode, like Liquid mentioned. So probably the most important ones are the MP Hastera, making our MP come back faster, Reaction Boost, making our reaction commands do a bunch of extra damage, Finishing Plus, giving us a second finisher in our combos. And I guess draw is pretty good.
Yeah, draw is pretty neat.
Makes struggles not terrible.
How much faster are struggles on crit than beginner? It'd be like 20 seconds or so.
Hainer alone is 10 seconds, and VV's only about 5.
Yeah.
So 15 seconds though. So while we're watching this little cutscene here, I'll just explain, I'm playing the game in Japanese, we've actually, just a couple months ago, found out we've been finding a lot of strats on the English version with changes in the limit duck flare, which makes the English version about 30 or so seconds faster. Reason I'm not playing on English is because I don't own it. That's really it. But in the 3-hour category, it's not like, it's not huge.
So it is going to try and get 4 combos off on the head. It's kind of tricky to do. You have to mash relatively quickly. Oh, it's easy. Now he's going to do 1 combo in front of the head, then run behind the head. Because when he's behind the head, the spikes actually don't spawn until they surround his head, like right here. So he just backs away and then keeps on repeating this process to get as much damage in as possible and kill him with 3 more combos. And this will be the last one.
You're going to be seeing me try to use mostly air combos as much as possible. Reason being, they come out a lot faster than ground combos, and they have a lot less lag on the end of the combo, so you can move into your next combo a lot faster.
So yeah, right there you just equip guard. That's actually going to be needed for most of the game, but the reason why we equip it here is just because of the VV struggle fight. Although I think the strat now doesn't actually require it, does it?
Doesn't require it, but still good to have.
Yeah, this is the first kind of really nice showcase of how great draw is. These orbs that you pick up, you wouldn't normally be picking up unless you're standing directly on top of them. Which makes struggle is probably the most highest reset point in beginner mode, I'd imagine.
In early game, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
This Hainer is just so random.
That fight's terrible in beginner.
Thankfully with the last couple of patches, they fixed this fight. Gravity works pretty much like normal, and we can go back to the original 2FM strat, where we can actually guard his move.
Yeah, when these ports came out, the PS3 version in particular is kind of like really, it's probably the worst version of this game. It is definitely the worst version of this game that's been released. But the PS4 version initially it was faster with loads, but it had a lot more problems than the PS3 version. But they've managed to patch it all up now, and I think the only fight that's kind of different from the original PS2 version is Lux's.
Yes.
And that everything else is essentially the same, which is amazing. So it's good to avoid the first hit and guard this attack right here, and 3 more combos should kill him just here.
Hopefully he doesn't duck into my finisher. No, so we've got one more struggle fight. We don't like to win this fight. He's just too good, and like he promised a surprise if we don't win. So
you gotta find out what surprise is. You gotta find out what's in this box.
So losing that fight still progresses the story, and it's significantly faster than winning. Also, the item he gives us for actually losing is the medal, which gives us +1 strength, as opposed to the belt, which gives us defense. Well, not even defense, just resistances from winning. The strength is so much more important in actually completing fights fast.
I think I remember testing it a while ago, actually. By the time you finish, on beginner mode at least, if you manage to get a set the same speed with winning, you actually lose all that time from winning just back at Shadow Roxas. It's ridiculous how much time the medal actually saves.
So we've just got to go around doing a few mini games here. This one's ball wall. Just avoid the balls, hit the wall. the next minigame coming up, VV clones, there's a bunch of VVs. Apart from the starting ones, their spawns are actually random. So, first sort of, I guess, big RNG point in the start of the game. Hopefully we get some good spawns. Okay, that's good. Hey, those were pretty good, actually. You're not generally ever going to get a fight where none of them jump away. That's probably one of the best scenarios you can get. So we're going to be using the skateboards to travel around as much as we can in this Roxas section as well. Fastest movement we have at the moment. Unfortunately, they're not everywhere. I'm going to try and just stunlock this guy in the corner here if I can. Cool. So we'll do some hardcore parkour right here. Saving a little bit of time.
Hope you don't get the softball.
Oh, yeah. If you mash too hard, and actually hit a particular point in this minigame, the game can soft lock, so I just don't mash for that reason. It's happened to me too many times. I'm gonna pick up this potion just here, set up my inventory for a bit later. Potions, while like never used in beginner, gonna be used, hopefully not a lot, but I'm gonna keep some on me just in case, because with everything pretty much two-shotting me, you want to try and stay at full health pretty much all the time. So now we've just got a few more fights of this section, and then we can get into Sora. This fight here introduces the assassin enemy. These are enemies that hide underground, become invincible, and can also suicide to kill themselves and generally you. So how we deal with them is very particular. We try to avoid finishes as much as possible with some of these basic enemies, because it just hits them way too far away and makes the fight really hard to control, until the finisher would be the killing blow. And just while I'm running to the mansion here, reminder guys, we've got a couple of donation incentives for after this run. The 2-player, 1-controller Terror has already been met, so Liquid and I are going to do our best to try and beat the hardest secret boss in the game with 1 controller. Don't know how that's going to work, but
we have not practiced that whatsoever.
It's
not going to end well.
We'll give it our best shot. It's alright, we don't need practice when we've got skill. The other one is we'll be showing off the core skip glitch. Or Liquid will be. I'm terrible at it.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
okay.
We agreed on this.
I didn't know that, but okay. I'll do it. Hopefully Japanese doesn't destroy me though.
Oh. We can button swap.
We could. I completely forgot about that.
I'm glad we got all this stuff sorted beforehand.
Yeah, I know, right? We're so organized. remember last time we said we should probably practice 2 players, 1 controller Terra, and we never ended up doing it.
Oh well.
We'll be right. We'll be right. That was a very nice fight, actually.
Oh, I'm not gonna get the sub 16. Oh, it's gonna be 16 flat.
Maybe.
Alright.
Do the fast strat.
So this is Axel. The way this fight works is the fire slowly drains your health, but we kill him too fast to worry about that. We just make him do this RC, does a lot of damage, and then boom.
Feels
Sub 16 is so hard.
impossible.
So now we're gonna have to say goodbye and good riddance to Roxas. We get the good character, Sora, hooray! And the bad character's Donald and Goofy. No.
So yeah, right here is going to set both his party members to party attacks, and they don't attack the same enemies that he's going to attack. This is specifically used for station fight, but he also took all their items and Donald's ether as well, just because we don't want to get healed. We're actually wanting to die on the station fight because it's way faster than sitting out or trying to speed up the minute 30 essentially auto scroller that there is. It's way quicker.
Also, I guarantee we can use those items much better than they can.
Oh yeah. Donald will throw an ether on Goofy or something.
So yeah, I'm just gonna try and die here, because it's much faster. Okay, cool. We got the fast death. Upside down walk there is pretty much the highest damage dealing move they have. So this is the shadow enemy. We don't like those because they can go underground, turning themselves invincible. They can even come up from underneath the ground for literally 0 frames. It's just a really annoying enemy in terms of speedrunning. The hope in this fight is that Donald uses pretty much a ton of thunders.
That's an example of just bad shadow RNG where you can't hit him no matter what he does. Unless he has fire, but he doesn't have it at this point.
Donald uses his thunder.
I think I started looking to use ground combos on this fight actually, just a tiny bit more consistent. I don't know.
I'm still just a bit used to air combos.
Yeah.
A lot of things in this game, one of the interesting things about this game is a lot of things come down to preference. Some things that you do, some menus and things like that. So it's kind of cool that you can sort of customize the speedrun to your liking.
Yeah, one really cool thing about this game actually is it has a lot of different strats for just one single fight. Like,
probably a good example is Demix.
Demix.
Like there's multiple viable strats.
There's also Storm Rider that has like 10 different strats.
Yeah. It's really handy because like some strats are actually quite difficult. So like if you wanted to get into the speed run, you could just use a slightly slower strat, but still have that consistency and a good speed. You're out to do one right now.
So we have a $21.40 donation from LP Cinema. He says, good luck on the run, midget. Also, Wi-Fi 12 o'clock at the monkey bars. I'ma defend Canada's honor and knock your block off. Gamed and rating room.
No one cares about Canada.
Okay, so we're gonna leave Twilight Town for a while now. Gonna check out some cool Disney worlds in a bit. I missed the jump.
Shame. For shame.
Alright, so you'll see here I've just changed clothes. I'm now red. This is Valor form. In the game you have various forms that you can use to change up your attack setup and boost your strength as well. So this form pretty much gives you 2 Keyblades and really focuses on physical moves. Pretty much no magic at all. The cool thing about this is that while we have 2 Keyblades, the strength value of both Keyblades is added to our base strength. So it makes our base moves and our reaction commands a lot stronger. Now, this fight is bad. This is Bailey. We have Leon. Generally in this game, if you have an extra party member in the fight, it's a bad fight. Because they're random and it's extremely hard to control what they do. And generally everything they do will mess you up.
Yeah, this is often regarded as one of the worst fights in the game, just because of how terrible and uncontrollable it is sometimes.
Okay. What is happening?
Wow, what is this RNG? This is terrible.
So, an example of where Leon can mess you up, he really messed me up, like, in the middle of all that. Pushing enemies into me and messing up how I deal with them. But those samurais are dead now. They're the scariest part of the fight. We can just clear the rest of these dust out. Mainly use Blizzard because Blizzard goes through enemies. That way we can hit everything all at once. Oh my goodness. Okay.
That was a scary fight.
That was an extremely scary fight. But it's okay.
Zumi wants to know if you'll be fighting Sephiroth this run.
I will not be fighting Sephiroth this run. Okay, so this is our first gummy mission. To get to each of the Disney worlds, you need to complete a gummy mission, sort of to unlock the path to that world. Pretty much it's just a little mini game. They're all auto-scrollers and they're about 3 or 4 minutes long each. So there's not really much to do, so whenever we're in one of those, feel free to read donations and things.
No donation.
I guess the one thing I can say about this is I'm going to try and get as few points as possible in most of these gummy missions, because getting score actually gives you extra gummy blueprints at the end of the mission, and each one of those that scrolls across the screen is like an extra 5 seconds that you will be losing.
No. I will not sing Gaston. That's different. Not happening. How about Moana instead?
One day I aspire to have as many memes about me as there are about
No, you don't. Trust me, you don't aspire to have that. You try to avoid that as much as you can. It's not a good thing.
I want those Twitch $3. I guess another interesting fact about these gummy missions is, we mentioned before on critical mode, everything deals double damage, but gummy missions are consistent damage across every difficulty, so I don't really have to worry about taking extra damage in places. Purple shirt guy.
That's what I love to hear.
Can we call you Paiku shirt guy? I actually love that design on that shirt, by the way.
It looks good.
It's really cool. I especially love the chocobo in the top right and the Pikachu in the bottom right.
I honestly haven't really looked at it. Cool.
Also, it's got my name on it, and I didn't order it. I'm so disappointed in myself.
Maybe it'll spell your name right.
If you're listening, love you, Paiku. Alright, so we've just unlocked our first Disney World. This is Land of Dragons. So straight away we're gonna have to do a menu. Now, I brought up the tutorials right at the end of that real quick. Just recently, actually, we found out that if you bring up those tutorials, you only have to sit through 2 tutorial screens as opposed to 5 that you would normally be forced into later. So just a little optimization there. Cheers, Shadows. It's a really early level 2. That was a good fight. Alright, so now we've got missions. This dude wants us to do 3 missions for him, just 3 little fights. Some of them are quite scary, some of them are just tedious.
Yeah, this one in general is pretty easy and straightforward. Use Valor to get rid of all the Nightwalkers, and then get a couple more hits on the Shadows, just make sure you get level 2. I think we got level 2.
Yeah, we already got level 2, but it's still just faster to kill them because of how high strength we are.
And then you just use Fire on the Shadows, and then at the end another Nightwalker. The next one's probably the scariest one. In fact, it's definitely the scariest one. That involves a couple of Assault Riders. It can two-shot you very easily.
Now I'm gonna see if I can swap in Donald here, because Donald will actually help me kill things a lot easier. Just wait for these shadows. And now we just hope he thunders things. Fade and move. Luckily, Donald killed that other Nightwalker for me. Yeah. That input delay is a little noticeable.
Yeah,
I'm dropping a couple of combos, but it's fine. I missed the snipe there, went too early. The cool thing about Donald here is he makes short work of these shadows as well. This is probably one of the most annoying missions, because there's just a lot of shadows, and as we said before, shadows are just a pain. The cool thing about fire is that it hits over multiple frames, so it's a lot easier to actually kill these shadows as they're coming out of the ground. Especially if they come up for a very low amount of frames.
So I actually switched in Goofy over Donald back there, so we can do a combo and then go into Valor Form and kill the last Nightwalker with the Valor Form Explosion, which does do a little bit of damage. And it just saves having to go into Valor form around this area. A couple of seconds.
The great thing about the PS4 version is that it actually sped up those drive transformations a lot. So it's just nicer for a lot of fights. Now, this little fight here, the mountain climb fight, is just dumb. What? I don't even know what just happened.
Wow. Well, that was cool. Oh,
no,
oh, this isn't good.
Good RNG.
Oh,
Bad
ping.
RNG. Ping, no. It's fine. That was pretty good.
Not bad.
I'll take that. So, I pretty much avoided killing those other Night Walkers because otherwise an Assault Rider would have spawned right at the rock wall there. Makes it really hard to just get through the fight. For the most part, we're going to be avoiding as many optional enemies as possible. Because, one, we just don't really need the EXP, and two, it just takes a long time to kill stuff. Now, this fight can be scary. These shadows can actually stun lock you, and there's a lot of them. And I jumped too low. So I'm just gonna have to wait for this Assault Rider to reset his combo.
Yeah, these shadows can actually combo you to death really easily.
But what we do is we get up against a wall here and fire to try and hit all of them at once. Bait the second wave.
Yeah, right there.
King saved me right there, actually.
Yeah, if he had got hit one more time, it would have been dead. So. Okay. You tried, Ping.
Yeah, Ping actually saved my life there by staggering those shadows. I would have died. One of the rare times you'll see Ping do anything useful.
Half the time I don't even see a hit a shadow or anything. It's useless.
So we use Valor Form at the end of that cave fight there, just for movement. Valor Form runs a lot faster than base Sora, so we just use it to get places. Because entering like force fights or changing party, things like that, actually refills your drive if you're in a form.
So on this fight, it's going to be aiming to get a lot of experience. Only rapid thrusters are going to spawn until about the 30-second mark, which only give 2 experience each. But after that, bolt towers will spawn to give a lot more. And we want to aim to hit about 120 at least from the next level.
And the reason for that is we want to hit level 10 before Shan Yu, which is a strength increase. Hitting a lot of bolt towers, but not killing them.
Yeah. It might just get you by.
Kill this, dude. Oh, I'm a bit short on EXP. I got a bit unlucky with the reaction commands there. The electric bolt one, you actually don't want to get that one because it's a lot slower and does way less damage.
So right, he's going to change Mulan to party attack. We actually have Mulan instead of Ping now. And he's going to go slide dash, item boost, and combo boost, I believe?
Yeah.
And take off Ping's auto limit and item boost and put on fire boost because that makes Ping's limit actually do a little bit more damage and does make a difference on the square fight.
So here's a cool thing about PS4. We can actually save warp around the map, and it's a lot faster than just moving through the different areas. A little PS4 exclusive because of the load times. We'll be seeing a few of those throughout the run.
Yeah, that's one thing that changed from PS4, or from PS2 to PS4, is that the routing due to load times actually changed quite a lot for warps. Like the next instance, I believe, is in Beast Castle.
Yeah, we've got a gummy coming up, so we can chuck them all in then. Probably easiest.
Give us something.
I'm just gonna try and delay here, just to make sure I get all those gold towers before matching. Alright, that killed them all. So I'm only one enemy off hitting level 10. So hopefully I can get that right off the bat here in Shan Yu because he actually spawns other enemies. It's actually the reason we set Mulan to party attack because we want her to deal with them because we also have to protect this door. Oh,
Nice.
Oh. Mulan got it for me. That's cool.
That's really nice. You got like the one pushback as well. Wow, nice. Oh, you gonna risk this?
Alright, no.
Good fight.
Alright. That was good. I tried to parry his lunge with Valor Form there. I actually didn't need to. His health was low enough where I could have just reverted. But anyway. Really good fight though. What was this? Yeah, sub 36. Cool.
Yeah, now you can probably read off some donations.
Yeah, you can definitely go with the donations right now.
So we have a $21.40 donation from Zenoga. Zeno here, good luck to my mate Midget. I'll donate another 20 if he sells ethers to buy ethers.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
I haven't heard that one in a while.
Can I sell one ether?
Maybe we should get in the radio and donate to Mulan.
Man, I'm still the only one who hasn't sold ethers to buy ethers. Am I really going to do it in a marathon run?
That'll be hilarious. I mean, I sold ethers to buy the fire bangle. Yeah,
It is
exactly.
charity.
The run can wait.
We might have to pick up a couple extra ethers so we can sell them. So this is probably the scariest gummy mission in the game. Each of these cannons sitting on top of the ship right here do about a fifth of your health with each hit. And there's a lot of them. So you shouldn't die as long as you kill the cannons. This is one of the missions where it doesn't matter about your score, so I'm actually just gonna kill stuff to make sure I live.
Yeah, unfortunately, gummy missions can't really be sped up. It's just sort of, it's really the only downtime this game actually has. If you took out the gummy missions, it's pretty full on most of the time. But it acts as a nice bathroom break on a fuel.
Never try bathroom break on this one.
Yeah, no.
I've tried. It doesn't work.
Yeah. I think you can last like up until when the ship's full, and then you die.
You have about 30 seconds. But hey, gotta go fast, right? So once I kill this last cannon, we can pretty much just chill. You wanna hear me sing the Atlantica songs?
What if I sing them?
I mean,
with you?
I would.
What if I
They're in
sing them with
Japanese
you?
though. If you sung them with me, I would absolutely do that. New donation incentive? Anyone?
Oh no. Oh no.
No, we won't subject people to that horror. If we had some actual good singers, then yeah, I am not one of those though. Michaela, you want to volunteer? Learn Japanese real quick. Alright, so the next world that we're unlocking from this gummy is probably the scariest one in early game. Olympus Coliseum. A lot of fights, and all of them can easily kill you.
problem with this world is that every single sort of section or fight or anything, if it doesn't kill you, it can easily lose you 30 seconds. And it's just a huge pain to deal with. This is often the most hated world by every single runner of this game.
Just to let you guys know as well, I am reading the chat and no, I'm not going to sing Skater Boy. By the way, I love that song.
Yeah.
You can Google that. It's on YouTube. Okay, so sliding dash, just used for movement there. Sometimes enemies line up, so we can just sliding dash, just move to them a bit quicker. A lot of the movement tech in this game is actually really cool. Things like those slide dashing for movement. Particularly later when we get a different drive form, it incorporates the magic into your movement. Makes for some really cool strats. Movement is actually really important in this game, like in terms of going fast. You'd be surprised how much time you can save with optimal movement. Okay, so we're gonna go up and see Hades here. Now, I hate this guy. He's just not cool. Oh, that's bad.
That's not good.
Okay, so I can't get this damage boost up here because I got hit. Oh well.
Yeah, this next fight is one of the most time costly ones if you die towards the end. I think it loses like 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah.
It's kind of ridiculous.
And it's it's bad because Hades is in it. You have to fight a few waves of Heartless. Meanwhile, Hades is there throwing fireballs at you and trying his best to mess you up.
Do you want me to commentate during this, or do you want a serious time?
I'll probably just want to focus during this one.
No worries.
Okay, that's what I wanted. I'm probably gonna have to potion him. That's bad. No, we're winging it. This is the wrong way. Oh no, all the enemies are here.
Not good.
Oh, come on. Okay, so
Not being
I'm already
nice
out of
at all.
potions, so... This is just an example of how bad Hades can be. Okay, Donald healed me. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna use my own limit.
Yeah.
Where's the large one? There he is. So, Orange Limit, a little slow, but it's much safer than just trying to fight it out while Hades is doing his thing. Cool, didn't die. Not dying is the main thing. The cool thing about limits is that you're invincible during them, so it's just the safest way to deal with that last wave. I'm actually running quite low on potions.
You could just take...
Oh yeah, I could.
Yes.
Okay, so we're just going to be running up here. This next fight is Cerberus. The thing about Cerberus is he has a lot of health and you don't do a lot of damage, so the fight might take a while, or even worse, I might die, which would be bad. 'Cause like I said, every fight in this world can just straight up kill you real easy.
Yeah, this fight is it's not too bad. Shouldn't die here.
Let's see. Oh,
Dude,
I got hit. That's all
dude.
good. Oh, I'm gonna have to run this thing again.
What are you doing?
Oh wait, we got Mickey.
Classic joke.
So that death is intentional. Mickey will actually save you here if you die. He's guaranteed as well the first time you use him. And he, because of his pearls, as you can see, we did a lot of damage because they were able to hit multiple heads at once. Oh, goodness, Mickey. Okay. It's not the greatest of services, but it's okay. This fight is just really random, so you pretty much just take what you can get. To finish him off. Magic in this game counts as a finisher. To kill any boss, you need to hit them with a finisher, and for the purposes of killing them like that, magic works. Even if you're not at the finisher. Okay, so this is a little bit of downtime in this world. We've got to just beat up some urns. It's a little mini game. Much nicer, much like Struggles, it's really nice because we have draw. Use some Valor for movement. Oh. I missed the start button.
That's common on a PS4 controller, it's okay.
Yeah, could they have not made it so small? Second urns, that first one we had to get 20, this one we had to get 100.
Yeah, about around the minute mark in, there's actually going to be a big urn that spawns. If you hit it by itself, it actually just drops 3 big orbs, which count as 10, but if you hit it into a bunch of smaller urns, it actually will duplicate, like, I can't exactly remember how much, but I think it's twice the amount or something.
Pretty much just all the small orbs turn into big orbs.
But you don't really need that for critical because you pick up all the orbs anyways just from draw. So you can just hit it.
Okay, so we've only got 2 more scary fights to do in this world, so we'll make our way to one now. But first I'm going to do a quick menu here. Just picked up a power boost, so that increases my strength by 1. So we're going to use that. Only one in the game that's in a chest. And I turned Donald to Sora attack because I don't want him messing with the enemies in one of the upcoming fights. Sora attack means the party member just won't attack. And I want to bait an enemy using my own attack to get a reaction command, and Donald can mess that up, so I just turn him off. While we're running here, you can chuck one in.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a $21.40 donation from your friendly neighborhood Uber driver, also known as Nona. And congrats on the 2K. Here's to more.
Cheers. Hey, so this is Demix. You've just got to kill 100 of his water clones in 1 minute and 20 seconds.
The direction Sora actually throws the water clones is RNG. You can't control it straight up. And you want to keep him as close to Demix as possible, so then he can, like, the RC destroys the clones that are coming out of Demix. Like right here, you get a lot more.
He basically, what I've seen is that he tries to throw it at whatever he's auto-targeted on at the time, but that's just constantly changing as you kill clones, so it's very hard to control. Yeah, didn't get the greatest spread on the, not the greatest throws, but it's okay. So we just got an item from Demix that allows us to now use drive forms in the underworld. We weren't able to before because heroes are powerless in the underworld, is the lore behind that one. Okay, so this is Pete. The first part of this fight is timed. You can't actually kill him, you just have to wait out the time. So we're just going to use it to farm some enemies for EXP and money. Ow. That's what I get for playing this fight. I'm actually just going to push him. Yeah, good thing I did. I'm gonna have to take these. Alright, I can take Aladdin's too. But you can definitely see though, like all these things are actually doing like 60% of my health as damage, so it's really important that I have those potions on me. So right here I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna try and stun him with Valor.
Yeah, this is actually a really terrifying fight. Those ghosts will pretty much one-shot you from any health like that.
I'm out of potions. There. I got really unlucky. Actually it was more so my fault. I didn't stagger him with the drive explosion. So now we're gonna have to just sit through the timed fight again. Stand still this time, so make it easy for me. Alright, there we go. Nice. So, bit of a time costly death there. Pretty much dying anywhere in OC is a very costly death. But it happens. It's, like we said earlier, it's one of the hardest worlds. So I'm gonna equip some stuff. And we're gonna go fight a Hydra. No.
Give us a minute.
Alright, so this is Hydra. We just got the Trinity Limit ability. So we're gonna be using that a lot in this fight. Deals quite a lot of damage, and the way it works is you build up hits with the first 3 parts, and then you deal all of that as damage with the finisher. So that earn reaction command stuns all these heads, making it really easy. I'm gonna try and move myself here to the middle so I can get a good Trinity on it.
Right here is going to be trying to get a quick Trinity
I got the bad head
No,
attack.
I'm not gonna get it.
Not
Never
gonna
mind.
happen.
So,
So, trying for Trinityless, which is pretty much killing Hydra without using the next one more Trinity. Unfortunately, it requires you to get a really good head pattern. There's 3 that he can choose from, and I didn't get it. I'm gone instead. What a cool kid. So hopefully this will kill him. Alright, good. Reaction command. And that's Hydra down. I was a little worrying when Donald died. But that's OC, so you can go with that donation.
So we have 2 donations here. So one from Liam, and that's $7.49. Donating to help push closer to 2K. I also wanted to donate to us. Sugarbeard wins big rogues. And also we have a $10.70 donation from Violin Gamer. Hey there, Midget and Liquid. It's really awesome to see you running KH2. Good luck on the run, and also happy birthday, Liquid.
oh my god. One time when I'm on the couch, can I not get a happy birthday?
No.
Just once.
Your party's later, Liquid.
This isn't fair.
Alright, so during that little force fight there, I death abused. A bunch of fights in the run just let you die but still progress, and that's one of them. Alright, so Beast Castle Gummy, this one's pretty safe, so you can just chill here for a bit.
Neither of us can sing, but we're doing terrible.
I feel like that would only push them to meet the incentive.
Probably.
This is one of the gummies generally used as brakes for runners. The unfortunate thing about the gummies that you can use as brakes is they're right next to each other. So you can't really have 2 brakes throughout the run, you pretty much just get one. Cool thing about this gummy ship is while you're in red health, every enemy you kill drops additional health orbs. So there's this big enemy dump right here, and I can just get all my health back, pretty much. This enemy is actually kind of dangerous, so we want to blow off his limbs. So let's see him go nuts. He goes so fast in this version.
Whoa.
What the hell?
I usually leave one alive, I don't see this.
That's like twice the speed of the PS2 version. So for this first fight in Beast Castle, it's just a force fight. You either die or get a certain number of hits to progress. I'm going to try get a certain number of hits because it's just a lot faster, a lot easier. Also because I want to do what I did with missions and end the fight by going into Valor.
So right, he's actually going to buy a Sardonyx ring, which has, whoa, 1 strength and 1 AP. That actually makes quite a bit of difference with the, not only the ability wrap, but actually obviously increases your strength. It makes quite a few fights faster. Every fight faster, really. And it takes a second to buy.
I nearly bought a silver ring.
Yeah, you don't want a silver ring, unless you're running gold ring. Do you reckon we'll get 2 cycle?
Yeah, I definitely think I'll get 2 cycle.
You got this.
Wait, wardrobe or thresholder?
I was gonna make the joke where if you miss this time, I was gonna be like, oh, thresholder. You ruined it.
Oh, okay.
That was actually really close. I think. Yeah. Okay, never mind.
Just to clarify, 2 cycling that wardrobe doesn't actually exist. It's a meme.
It does exist actually.
It's a myth. I believe it's a myth.
There's video footage on it.
I still think it's a myth.
Alright. Alright, sure. Go with your conspiracy theories.
As much of a myth as Kingdom Hearts 3.
Don't go there. Okay, so this is the first instance we're actually using Chicken Little. Chicken Little acts like a crowd control. When he whistles, it brings in enemies pretty much most distances away close to Sora, which is really good for a fight like this when there's a lot of putbacks and gargoyles. That was terrifying. You got a lot of experience though. You probably don't need really farming, did you?
Probably not. Yeah, that was just an unfortunate thing that I got caught by the hook bats there. Yep, nearly made it. So the cool thing here is going into this minigame, like I said earlier, loses your party members, but while you have a summon or a drive out, it just completely refills my drive gauge. So I don't need to worry about building that back up again. I tried. Alright, so here we're going to go into Valor for movement and use it in the next fight. This world and the next world coming up is pretty much, I guess you would call it the end of early game, because they're the last 2 worlds where you don't really have that many tools to deal with fights. After that point, you start to get a lot more ways of dealing with things, and fights become a lot more interesting. I'm gonna have to take these potions here as well. I normally don't take these, but I've been using a lot, so I will. So more save warping. Pretty much just to get to one side of Beast Castle from the other. And just prepping Valor for the next fight. At this point, if I were to use Valor in the fight, I would probably go anti-form, just because I've used it so many times. So that's why we use it out of battle. But we can explain more about that later when we get some more forms. I'm going to be going for a thing here called Windowless. Pretty much killing this guy before he goes into that there window. Easy every time. I actually got a really early level 3 Valor there as well. So movement is going to be a little nicer in Timeless River. So this is Darkthorn. If you die in this fight, you have to go and do the other fight again. So we try not to die. As long as I alternate my limit here though, I should be able to keep it staggered.
Also want to be really careful on damage here, because if you overdamage him, he'll go berserk and makes the fight quite a bit slower. There you go.
Yeah, you can over-damage him at the start there. But we pretty much use the limit at the point just before that, so that we can sort of skip that berserk phase. The cool thing about limits in this game is that they don't add revenge value, which we'll probably explain that one in the next Gummy. Yeah, you can go for a donation.
So we have a $32.10 donation from Hannah. I didn't know this marathon was happening, but I am pleasantly surprised that they are running my favourite game and raising money for a fantastic charity. Good luck on the run, and put this towards Core Skip.
What are we at with Core Skip?
So we are at $56.87.
Cool.
We're almost there.
Out of 75.
Yeah, 75.
Awesome. So if you guys want to see that by the end of the run, just remember to get your donations in. So at this point right here, there's two little sections where I have to escort Mini. I'm going to be trying to make sure that I hit a certain amount of EXP to the next level before I finish it. Just because it's sort of like the easiest place for me to farm. It's just another case of wanting to hit a certain amount of strength just to make fights faster. Unfortunately, the enemies like to spawn right in front of Mini there and just hit her. It's fine though, as long as they're hitting her, because she can tank a lot more damage than we can. Okay, so I'm gonna get a bit off the main path here so I can farm some volt towers. So I want to make sure I'm about 520-ish to the next level. So one more kill should do it. This guy. Alright, cool. Mini, come on. Alright, there we go. So now that I have an extra accessory slot as well, I'm going to equip that Sardonyx ring from earlier. Because the one strength actually makes a big difference. So this is Old Pete. Just a basic intro fight to this world. We're going to be seeing him again later as well, although he's more detrimental than helpful. Oh yeah, fairly basic fight that one. Just don't use a finisher until it's gonna kill him. And now we have good old Windows. The annoying thing about these is that there's a lot of enemies that deal a lot of damage, and we have to rely on Chicken Little to control them. And Chicken Little sometimes just doesn't want to do what we want him to do. Cool. That was a good window one. Window one's generally the one that causes the most issues. So yeah, an example of where things just don't go the way you want them to. It happens. I wasn't able to get a hit off on that last hammer frame, but it worked out in the end. These are cars. We don't like cars. It wasn't a great movie, to be honest. So...
I found that way funnier than it should have been, to be honest. I thought the first one was okay. The second and third one, questionable. Whereas the third one kind of... Yeah, that was...
Yeah. No, but the real reason we don't like cars is because they can go invincible about 3/4 of the way down the health bar, and they're really hard to deal with once they go in that mode. But luckily with Chicken Little keeping them stun locked, we can avoid that. I wonder if the chat got really mad at me because they like cars. I'm going to use Trinity here, but I'm going to try and... I tried to hit as little things as possible, just to get to the finisher quicker. The finisher will just one-shot them all anyway. Oop. Ooh. So this fight's real cool. We have to knock Pete out and then break open the box on his boat. The reason why we don't like it is because it's just completely random when the boat will try and throw you off. So you have to sort of guess. No, it gets run off. Luckily though, I have level 3 Valor, so I didn't lose Valor there. Alright, cool. So this next fight is against Pete himself, and Pete himself. Old Pete is helping you.
Same way that Leon tries to help.
Yeah. Not very successful. The cool thing about the second phase though is we can pretty much just skip through it with Trinity. ability I'm using there is called Counter Guard. Basically, when I parry off Pete, I can stagger him out of whatever move he's doing. Oh, what? It's always great when it doesn't work. I'm still gonna go for this, actually. Okay, never mind. If you get a couple of hits in there, you can actually do this in just 2 RCs, but I parried, so it doesn't lose that much time. So that's Timeless River. Pretty much we're out of early game now. We now get Wisdom form as well, our next Drive form. Which we won't see in the next world, but we're going to be seeing it in the world after that. So, but first we got another gummy. This gummy is pretty much the second easiest gummy in the game. So, pretty much I can just put the controller down for a minute and a half, and I won't die. Let me just take it through.
Yeah, if you have any donations, you can read some. Yeah.
Yes, let's explain revenge value. So, the way the AI works in this game is they have a value set where once they hit a certain number of times, they will automatically break out of whatever's happening to them and retaliate. What move you use on them has a revenge value as well, so that's how much that particular move will add to the boss's counter. Each boss has a different revenge value, and a lot of the strats are built around hitting this revenge value and knowing exactly when and how to counter it.
Yeah, you'll see that in the, actually right near the end of the game we use it quite a lot, especially on the Roxas fight. That's just a prime example of using revenge value. Probably explain anti-form.
Oh yeah, so I mentioned earlier that I would, if I was to use Valor form in a fight, I would go anti-form. The way that works, the Kingdom Hearts community, yeah, this is a bit of a lengthy one and complicated one, but the Kingdom Hearts community basically found there's an in-game counter that will tell you when you can go anti-form. Basically, you have 5 free uses of a drive form from the start of the game. From then on, you will have a chance of going anti-form. For the 6th use, I believe it is 20%.
Yeah, that's correct.
Then increases by another 20% each time.
No, I think it's like on the 6th use it's 20%, then I think on the 9th it goes up to 50, and then after that it's 75, right. I think.
Well, the chance gets higher the more drive forms you use, is the point.
That's the basic concept here.
And since we used a ton of Valor forms at the start, we definitely would have gone anti-form, or we would have had a high chance to go anti-form. The way you can sort of counter those anti-points, you can reduce them in a few ways. The first one is going anti-form itself, reduces the counter by 5. The next is going final form, reduces the counter by 10. And the other is receiving a new drive form will reduce the counter to 0. So we just got Wisdom form, so our counter is reset to 0. Now, you can only go into anti-form when you're in a fight, so only when your command menu is red or yellow, and only if all of your party members are alive. So if you have a dead party member, you go into limit form or something, you can't go anti-form. Also, if you have forced party members, such as when we had Pink at the start of Land of Dragons, or Hercules in the fight against Pete.
Yeah, there's a lot of different variants to what causes anti-form to appear, and it's a really, really complicated mess that I don't think we've still completely figured out, honestly.
No, it's crazy, but pretty much our route is based around this anti-point counter, and so the only time we'll go anti-form is when we want to.
I didn't actually know, like, I found out a few weeks ago, actually, that you can't get final form unless you have 5 drive bars, like 5 full drive bars.
Yeah, that's
I
correct.
didn't know that for a really long time.
very interesting mechanics. It just goes to show how much thought they put into actually developing this game, considering it was 2006 when they released the original Kingdom Hearts 2. Okay, so this is Port Royal. The reason I used magic on the pirates before is magic has different effects on pirates depending on what you use, fire, thunder, or blizzard. Blizzard actually freezes the pirates and will keep them stunned, so that's pretty much the one you'll be seeing the most. Fire and thunder just make them move around in pretty uncontrollable patterns. The game never sort of... it's weird the way the game tells you about that mechanic as well. In that cutscene, Pete actually tells you to beware of Sora's magic, or tells the pirates to beware of Sora's magic. That's the only indication the game actually gives you that, hey, use magic on these guys, it'll do something cool. Oh yeah, so just at the end of that, I used Chicken Little's Limit to get level 2 summon. The way summon experience works is every time the drive bar counts down 1, you gain an EXP point. So using his limit just gave me a bunch of EXP right at the end there. And because it was changing my party, I got my full drive gauge back. I'm gonna have to be careful here because of hell. Oh, chicken. This is why we don't like the chicken. So this is a time fight, pretty much just trying to get as much EXP and money as I can while not dying. Yeah, you can see the damage that magic does to these pirates. It's quite insane. Safety. I'm invincible during this limit. Also, I disappear. Alright, this next fight's really scary because there's a lot of pirates and they all two-shot you. Oh, not this fight. After this fight. Hey, I got some free items there. A potion and an ether.
2 weeks.
Oh, was that a ether?
No, I was making a joke about how we had that huge
argument. Oops. Okay,
oh,
I'm
that's
just
a
gonna die real
mistake.
quick. I pressed the wrong button. I'm just gonna die real quick so I can get Chicken Little back.
Donald.
Alright, let's just there we go. Alright. Forget that happened. I was not meant to dismiss Chicken Little. It's surprising the amount of times I actually do that.
I've never done that before, honestly.
Come on. Alright, so we don't get 2 ethers. It's fine. Okay, so we want to use Chicken Little in this fight to crowd control the pirates as much as possible. Unfortunately, that's really difficult with how much stuff is going on in this fight. But we'll do our best. Did that hit me? Okay, there we go.
He actually wants to make sure he avoids the cannon shots because if he does, Chicken Little will get locked in a certain attack where he just throws firecrackers, and that is really bad because we need to make sure we don't lose Chicken Little at the end of this fight. We need Valor for movement towards Barbosa.
first try.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a really annoying minigame right here. All the enemies here two-shot you, and you've got to get rid of these barrels. Sometimes you just can't really avoid dying. But we'll try. Ow, they punched me. That was close.
Oh, not really. Well, disappeared.
Alright. Full health back. Alright, so now we're just gonna run to Barbosa. I'm not gonna do the reflex strat.
Ah.
I'm not good at it.
So, interesting thing about Barbosa, he has the same properties as all the other pirates. When he's in the shadows, he can't be frozen or hit. When he comes out, he can be attacked by magic or by a Keyblade. But another thing that Blizzard actually does is that whilst an enemy is frozen, or whilst a boss is frozen specifically, the revenge value actually decreases whilst he's frozen. So, and it decreases really quickly. So he's going to do 2 Valor combos here, and then he's going to freeze him immediately, and then do hits, and that'll just leave his revenge value down to 0. And doing hits here doesn't increase it either. Wow, nice.
Ideally, you want to try to keep him in the corner, but yeah, he doesn't really like to play along sometimes. Really depends on the angle you're hitting him at. So now we've got the Agrabah Gummy. After this, we only have one more gummy for quite a while. Up until the end of the run, we'll just be going to Worlds. The funny sort of thing about the pacing of this game, it sort of feels, I guess, slow at the beginning. You take more than half of the run to do the first visits of all the worlds, and then the rest, all the second visits are done in like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And the gummies are a big reason for that. Like each gummy is like 4 minutes.
Yeah, I think Sane's actually calculated the time. I think it's 21.5 minutes for all the gummy missions.
Yeah. It's a lot of time sitting here doing not much. But then again, I'd rather have the break opportunity than no break. Yep.
So we have a $5.35 donation from the match where Sam Football goes on.
Cheers. So this is another one of those gummies where I don't really care about my score, because it won't give me extra blueprints. So I'm actually going to do my best to kill this boss coming up here, because he can kill me very easily. There we go. So as soon as we get into Agrabah, we've got another one of those death abuses. Just a little force fight where we can just die to finish it off. Even beginner, it's faster just to die. We've also then gonna be having what is probably the biggest menu in the video game. So Liquid can explain the menu when I get to it.
I can do that.
Got the quick death. Is Goofy gonna be standing in front of my shop? No, good.
Only bought one. Oh no. Okay.
Dropped my right input.
You almost joined the club.
So there I just bought some ethers for the upcoming worlds, as well as I bought a piece of armor, which makes it a lot easier to survive.
So yeah, in this menu what he's going to do is he's going to actually customize Aladdin Tesoro attack and equip Reflect onto his customized. Then he's going to take, well, he's going to do abilities, he's going to equip High Jump, Aerial Finish, remove both of the Lucky Luckies, equip Damage Drive, I believe. I'll let you finish this off before I finish.
You know what? I don't need these potions. Yeah, Damage Drive.
Damage Drive, and then he equips the Thunder Trinket, another Ether, and then takes all of Aladdin's items. And the reason why we buy the Thunder Trinket is actually it's used mostly in the third visit to Holy Bastion because there are Morning Stars that will one-shot you in the Final Fantasy fights, which comes up in like, I don't know, 40 minutes or something. And we don't want to die there because that's a huge death. And what Midget's actually doing right now is he's killing enemies along the way to level up Wisdom Form to level 3. He wants to get level 2 out the front of this Cave of Wonders. And then he's going to get the rest inside of the Treasure Room fight. And the reason why I want level 3 is because it gives us Quick Run, which is a movement ability that is obviously obtained by leveling up. What? Alright, that's very strange. The XP boost, at least.
No, don't have the XP boost.
Oh.
Alright.
But yeah.
I had to do a little extra farming there because apparently something didn't die.
Yeah, Quick Run actually speeds up the run quite a bit.
So yeah, we want to get that ability on base Sora, which is only from level 3 Wisdom Form onwards. So this fight is a lot about using Reflect, which is new magic we just got from Barbo. Timeless Repeat. Pretty much it will block you from getting hit by an enemy's attack, and it will then send damage back at the enemies. This magic was actually buffed like a lot in the Final Mix version, so it's gonna be like our main source of damage for a lot of things. Right here, I'm going to be doing a cool thing with Trinity. The cool thing about Trinity is some magic that you use will actually follow you as you move with Trinity. Solo Trinity, that is. I'm going to be reflecting and carrying the reflect with me through that Trinity to kill that other wizard. That fire is an example of how we can use our magic with Wisdom Form for some cool movement.
Yeah, this is where it's going to level up the last Wisdom Form. Once it's level 3, he'll revert and then still rest normally, and then use the Trinity, Brute Trinity this time, to wipe out the bandits at the end.
The scary thing about this fight is that it's just in such a small and enclosed space, and the bandits can one-shot you if you're not careful. Oh, oops. sort this out real quick. Accidentally switched out the wrong time.
Alright, never mind. That's terrifying. Dude.
There we go.
Jeez.
What's a run without some improv? Wait, that's the... Yeah. So now we've got quick run on base Sora. We've been moving around places a lot faster. I also equipped a Comet onto Donald, which is the first of his limits. We're using right here. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you did that. Okay.
Make the damage a little more consistent. You don't really lose any time for doing that thunder. You have to wait for the enemy to come at you anyway. Really? He's dead. Cool. That's Agrabah. For beating this world, we get Genie as a summon now. Which we won't be seeing him for a while. Well, we won't be using his actual abilities for a while.
Yeah, not until, oh, when would it be? I'm trying to think.
A while away.
Yeah. Simply put.
I lost Gummy for a while. This Gummy's pretty chill. It takes a lot to die here. Pretty much have to try to die on this one. Until the end, when the big, I'm losing my words. What is it? Spinny purple thing.
The wheel thing.
Wheel! That's what I'm looking for. Wheel!
So we have a $10.70 donation from Daniel. And it's okay guys, it's fine, I'm here. We can start the memes now in chat. Good luck on the run, buddy. Don't choke on Luxid.
Oh no. My friends are coming in to ruin the chat experience again.
Before it gets that bad. Simply put.
I'm definitely going back to watch the VOD.
It's terrible, but the chat.
Big shout out to Twitch, by the way, for providing like a whole lot of this stuff. Like water, food, transport, pizza.
It's not my birthday. Why did you sleep on the couch behind us?
Yeah, Zimmy,
Come visit us.
Pop a spot on the couch.
Yeah, man. Oh god. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? You gonna take a nap?
I've died twice. We'll forget about those though. I'm sure I can be forgiven for 2 deaths.
Zoomy. Oh. Z Sephiroth.
We got our people working hard, making a big effort here at our Australian Speedrun Marathon. Zoomy is poop.
I'll just remember the comment of the master. That's Sephiroth on the left side of his couch.
Okay, so Halloween Town is one of my favorite Disney worlds, actually. I love the Nightmare Before Christmas. So I got a menu here, take Donald out, equip finishing leap, take off upper slash, take Jack's items.
So there's actually,
Whoops.
He's gonna, oh, no, you can do it.
I can do it, I can still die. This is fine. It's crit. If it was beginner, I couldn't die.
You might just want to like, dismiss it immediately?
No, I just need to hit them. Hit.
There you go.
There we go.
Hey!
I was meant to summon Genie because Chicken Little tries to prevent me from dying, whereas Genie will just let me die because he's cool like that. It's okay. I forgot to preset Genie. Alright, so we got a little fight here in Christmas Town. There's a bit of tech in the start of the fight here. We actually have to wait for this box to sit down, otherwise it's an awful fight. I'm gonna take damage here on purpose, so I can EXP boost. While I'm under half health, I can get double the experience. We want that because we want to hit level 18 by the end of this fight. It's a strength increase, so... Otherwise, the next boss fight is considerably slower.
Do you want me to explain?
Yes, please. I feel like if I tried while fighting him, I will die.
Yeah, that's a fight you really need to focus on. So, Prison Keeper actually has 3... At the start, he'll eat one of the 3 little kids. He'll either be lock, shock, or barrel. And they each have like a different set of attacks that Prison Keeper can do. And Midget needs to actually react to each one of them. So, which one?
We got shot.
So what's going to happen is he's going to fly up into the air. He's going to hit intentionally. And he's going to do a combo to knock him down, get close to the ground. And then once he gets to enough HP, he's going to use Dance Ball.
Dance Call sucks him back down.
And now if we get enough damage in, we can actually skip a full phase. So, in addition to Revenge Go, this game actually has a sort of flinch count as well, where after a certain amount of flinches, it's possible to retaliate with something. I believe that Prison Keeper has a flinch count with when he yeets the next hit. But for some reason it doesn't take effect with Dance Call. I'm not exactly sure how it works.
Goofy, legend.
Wow. But you can actually skip him eating one of the kids and go to the final phase where he's all 3 of them. And he has all their abilities. And once again, he's going to get him down to enough health.
Oh yeah,
That was fantastic. And use Dance Call to finish him off. Good fight. That was a good fight.
But every fight in Halloween Town is still very scary. We've got Oogie Boogie next, which I shouldn't die to, but it's very easy to if I mess up.
Yeah, Oogie has a fist that slams down from the roof and actually one-shots on critical mode. And if you're standing in the wrong place, wrong time, or something happens, then you'll die, obviously. He's gonna warp into center south. It saves maybe like 3 seconds, I'm pretty sure, to warp there. Not too much, but it's just a free 3 seconds.
Yeah, I really have to pay attention to what he's saying to know if that fist is coming down. I can look for the visual cue of the shadow, but that comes out like so much later. Much less time to react. Hey, that's the fist. This first phase is random as to what he's going to do in between presents. After this, it should be a consistent fight.
Well, except the last one. Yeah, most RNG heavy section of this is actually the first phase. After this, it's pretty straightforward.
I'm gonna summon Chicken Little here to crowd control the enemies that spawn. I really don't want to see Emerald lose. Alright, nice. I got present skip, so let me just
So present skip. If you have enemies out after these 3 presents, when he brings down the fist, it won't spawn more enemies. You can't have any more than what you like. It has to have fresh enemies basically, and he skips more presents coming out. It saves about 5 seconds.
You want to try and combo Oogie back towards the hole, because he just takes time to... Oh, I got 1 frame. He just takes time to run back. Now, that teleport that I just got there is actually a 1 frame trick. Very hard to get.
Really good fight, actually.
The only other RNG thing right here is, after this platform, he could move once or twice. We want him to move once. Alright, cool.
Wow.
Really good fight.
That's essentially a perfect fight.
If those combos weren't so dodgy on the second knockdown, this would have folded in my splits. As in the fastest I've ever done it. Cool. Now the great thing about beating Oogie is that he gives us a new magic, Magnet. Magnet is pretty much just going to replace Chicken Little from now on. For the most part, bar like 2 fights. Magnet is a crowd control magic that sucks all enemies in. Also counts as a finisher. So what we can now do is use that to get straight to our second finisher, which is Finishing Leap. This fight's really scary. We gotta fight a bunch of berserkers after a couple of waves of dusks. Berserkers are not cool. Usually being a legend with the tornado. I'm gonna go Valor here so that I can get more damage out of these reaction commands.
They actually fixed this in the latest patch.
Yes, they did.
So before the latest patch, the berserkers would fall out of this this reaction command, but now they stay consistent inside of it.
Well,
Usually.
it's pretty much back to the way it worked in 2FM on PS2, where they will mostly not die. Not die, not fall out. Yeah, good fight. Wait, I need to skip cutscenes. I'll drink later.
If you're on PS3, you'd have plenty of time.
You can go on now.
Yeah, it's nothing
Good time.
happening.
So we have a couple of donations here. Another one from Daniel. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be $6.66. Putting in for the incentive for runner to sing Skater Boy after the run. And also a $5.35 donation from Gohob. And it's just a love heart.
There's Magnet.
How far away from the wall skip? Still the same?
So I'm pretty sure people haven't been putting their incentives in their donations. So if you guys want to see core step, please.
The Skater Boy one can go to core skip.
Okay, so
Yeah.
no worries.
Message him.
We've just got a whole bunch of movement right now. Using Wisdom Form because it's the fastest movement we have. Incorporating spells where we can because not only does it look flashy, but it saves a lot of time. Before I was able to use a Reflect in Wisdom Form to get a little bit of extra height, so I skipped a ledge grab. Quick menu here as well. Just taking off aerial finish because it's not very useful in the next couple of fights, and taking Tron's ether because we like ethers. Definitely don't want to sell them.
Yes or no?
They will give me some amount of money that I can put towards some other ethers. That is correct.
I feel like the is back down.
Probably not, hey. Nice, quick ran into a wall. Showed that wall. Just thinking about that actually. Kingdom Hearts is kind of a cool speedrun in the fact that 99% of it is like execution based. Just on how well you can play the game as it is intended. There is no significant glitches or bugging out in the any percent run at all.
So this is actually one of the scariest fights in the run. Nice, so very good.
That first part of this light cycle is random. This second part should be consistent. Also, Zumi, look, I'm on my bike. Zumi approves. Okay, so here's a cool little speed tech I'm going to do here. I can actually bounce off these shield enemies by swinging into them at the same time that I'm turning. And it sort of just gives me a bit of a boost around these corners. Oh, yeah, those walls normally just stun you. They don't do any damage, but right at that spot that I was just sitting on, they have no hitbox. For some reason. That was dumb. Alright, we should be safe. Nice. Just my own peace of mind, I'm gonna try and get exactly on this.
You won't do it. You're not gonna do it.
Those things won't hit us though.
Denied.
Yeah. That segment's generally one of the harder segments. Can be really tricky for people just starting out. Once you sort of learn the spawns though, it's pretty simple. Okay, so I got hit on purpose there. In this next fight, we're gonna actually do a bit of grinding. We're gonna EXP boost all these enemies. And what Stitch does, he will refill our MP. Hopefully. He doesn't always like to do it. But hopefully, he will refill our MP constantly. So we don't have to use EPs.
Sure. Okay. So in this fight, he's actually going to be focusing on getting to level 24 or around that area. And this is the fast way to do it. He took damage at the start just to get an XP boost at before. But killing these enemies, on the third wave, they infinitely spawn. So you can grind until you run out of time. But we usually don't need all the time. And hopefully Stitch is going to be nice just to get to around level 24.
About 2,000 HP away from 24, where I want to aim for. When he uses that ukulele like that, because it constantly knocks the enemies in and out of the magnet, damaging them a lot. Okay. The XP is good. So yeah, that ukulele that Stitch used there right at the end was really useful. Gonna come around this corner here. We spawn that enemy to despawn the Devastator that was here.
Good.
Devastators are big enemies that luckily we don't have to deal with in the 80% route. But yeah, it has a chance of killing me if I'm not careful. So we just despawn it. Or more accurately, prevent it from spawning.
Finally took my advice on that.
I was actually trying to not stop it from spawning.
That's
just to
get.
annoy you.
Okay, so on this fight he's going to use Comet. He wants to break the first HP barrier about just a little past 2 combos in.
How you angle yourself in the fight is really important there, because you don't want hostile program to run away from you.
Yeah, there's an attack that he does where if he's faced away from the wall, he'll just push himself back to the closest wall. Like, and if he's like facing the opposite wall, then he's gonna fly across the room. And he broke the second HP barrier, and he's gonna do the same thing as he did in the first phase, is just freeze him, use Comet, and then just kill him from here. This is actually one of the coolest fights in the run. Everything flows together so nicely.
When executed right, this fight is just beautiful.
Yeah.
So we've got a pretty crazy point in the run coming up now. Hollow Bastion 3, where it's just everything starts to go down. You've just got fight after fight after fight after fight. And they're all pretty costly to die in, so fingers crossed.
Yeah, I think this is probably the scariest world in the run, even more than Olympus. Just because if you die on the Final Fantasy fights, it's an enormous amount of time.
Thanks, Goofy. I didn't want that enemy anyway.
Ooh.
Okay.
That was a bit close.
That was very close. Chicken Little almost, I mean not Chicken Little, I just almost died.
Goofy. It was Goofy's fault.
It's Goofy's fault. This is why we don't like
Blame
party
Goof.
members. If that sort of explosion move had have hit me, I don't think it's a one-shot at this point, but I had already taken damage, so
Yeah,
I
it
would
gets
have
you down
died.
to like 2 HP.
That's not the correct summon. That's alright, I can work with this.
Let's do it.
Oh, how did I do it?
Great.
I messed up. Alright, fine,
Good
we can do
attempt.
this. Did it not suck them in?
I think you need to have more time done. I don't know how to do it with regular magnet.
This is fine. I might have to improvise with them a bit. Actually,
Use Stitch.
yeah, I can
Or
always
Genie.
use Stitch.
Wait, do you know that you use Stitch?
I've never been able to do it.
Oh.
It's fine, we're fine.
So what he's going to do here is he's going to get below 30 water points and destroy the rest of them with Group Trinity. And this all counts as hits towards damage, doing damage in general. So it just chews through Demex's health bar super quickly. Now he's going to have to improv just a little bit on this guy. Yeah, Stitch actually blocks some of the attacks from Demex, except when he God. That was very nice as well, dude. Damn. I'm impressed.
That was scary.
I'm impressed.
That actually probably didn't lose too much time. Abilities. Alright, so now these are the Final Fantasy fights, and if I die here, I have to do Demix again. So, I'm gonna try not to die. You know what? So, using Solo Trinity into Magnet, like I said with the other thing before, it really just pushes things in and out of the magnet many times, and each time they get sucked into the magnet, enemies take damage. So, it does a lot of damage, and also because we're in MP charge, you can see my drive gauge just went up a lot. It's really useful for getting back drive. That was pretty good. So I really want to get a Rising Sun here, because it does all that damage.
This is the scariest part of Final Fantasy fights because there's a lot of morning stars that spawn, and they take you down to 2 HP in one hit.
Hey, that was fine. So we're not out of the woods just yet. We've got Cloud section, but Cloud section is not very scary. Just because Cloud does so much damage, and he's really good at keeping enemies staggered.
Yeah, and right here he's actually going to be using a lot of level 1 to level up level 1 to level 2. He needs that from Roxas and a couple other fights in the world of Nebulas. And he intentionally took damage there just so that he could get an extra, get more MP back.
The idea was to catch those enemies in a magnet for Cloud to kill them all at once, but you know, stuff happens. Now, continuing with the theme of scary fights, this is 1000 Heartless. Pretty much I have to kill 1000 Heartless, and I die real easy.
Yeah, this fight is really RNG dependent. These long windups are what is classed as bad RNG, essentially. And these quick windups right here is good RNG. And there is a way you can control it by thundering them, but it's kind of difficult to do. And also, camera manipulation is really important because it spawns enemies and gets you more kills with the laser.
I want to not go this direction.
Did you see Nintendo's video on this? Actually, I'll ask you when you're done.
I actually wanted to, but didn't get a chance before I left.
I will explain it to you once you're done.
I mean, you can explain it now.
Okay, so if you delay the second triangle input after grabbing him, it actually throws him in the direction that you're facing. It's incredibly smart. I didn't know that.
I knew he was working on that, like he knew that for a long while. I just never really understood what he was on about.
I didn't know that, but I was fine with him.
I think you have to be pretty lucky here.
This is really good. You only have that first long wind-up, the rest of the short ones. It's alright. One more should do it. Nice.
That was scary.
That was a really good fight, actually. Wow.
I was so scared.
The chat, mate.
Oh,
the chat
are we having another dab incentive? Because I'll totally do that again.
I just did it without an incentive.
I did a half dab. They only get a preview. Alright, so now we just pretty much go around to all the worlds again. We don't have to deal with gummies this time, so it's going to be moving pretty quick. First of all, I want to move into this room with the save warp, because we want to spawn back in here later. Saves a lot of time on movement.
So this is a really cool trick. If you use Major Drive and Magnet at the same time, it actually pushes the enemies in and out of the Magnet. Same sort of deal.
Yeah. And not only does the Magnet do all that damage there, all the hits from both the Major Drive and the Magnet count towards Trinity's total. So you get a lot of hits very quickly.
Yeah, you'll see more of that towards the end of the game with Master Genie, actually. And right here, he's going to be entering this room and exiting it just to manipulate what are called bulky vendors. And we want to pick them up throughout this run just to get a bit of extra experience. We need level 30 for Jafar, because it's a strength increase and actually makes the fight quite significantly faster. I think you timed that it wasn't worth doing that on PS3 though.
Nope. Riz might have timed that.
Riz, that's probably what it was, yeah.
But I mean, I hate the level 29 strat, so I would always manipulate bulkies. Okay.
So right here, we're going to be using Rumbling Rose, which has an extra finishing plus. So now we have 3 finishes that we can do in a combo, which is pretty neat.
And once again, we want level 30 for the boss of that world, so we're just not going to do him yet. Just gonna... He can just sit there, he can wait. The same basic idea with the pirates. Use magic. Does a lot of damage. Now we did the ambushes the first time, but now the enemies just have way too much health and are in completely bad positions, so we're just not even going to bother. Just run into the ship. Ignore them. First boss of this world. I do not use the common strat, by the way.
Oh, that's disappointing.
I am not good at it.
It's the hardest step I've ever doing it. So actually the same thing applies here as what applies to Barbarossa with Revenge Value and Freezing. Currently Grim Reaper has no Revenge Value active, so it's going to go into Master Form here. And finish him off in Master Form by doing 5 combos. Well, sorry, 2 combos, but one with 2 finishes and the other one with 3 finishes. Since we have Rumbling Rose to get that extra damage. Nice.
Good fight. Yeah, while his revenge value is going down to 0 though, they actually made a second counter for this guy to sort of stop you from cheesing him like Barbossa. He has what's called flinch count. So after 10 flinches, he will actually like teleport away and move around the map.
Oh, I forgot you pick up Peter Pan in Japanese.
Yeah, in the English version of this run, we actually don't pick up Peter Pan anymore because Duck Flare, being as strong as it is... Okay, let me just do this. Lets us kill a boss later on without the use of Peter Pan. That's a cool strat there that I've just started doing recently as well. We don't have Combo Master, so I can't just chain together hits without while missing, but I can chain magic off it. So I whiffed the first hit so that one of my thunders was a finisher. Just saves a couple of seconds rather than winding up the Trinity limit finisher. So we've just got to collect some medallions off these gamblers.
That was a nice draw.
That's pretty much the hardest one there, because you have to do it in 10 seconds.
Yeah, the rest they give you quite a ridiculous amount of time for.
Each gambler has its own little gimmick, but the first one is just do it quick. It's actually really hard, even casually, like if you don't know it, like a strat, or you're not super high level.
Also, something I forgot to mention, horizontal slash actually gives an extra air hits because for some reason it adds an extra combo on. I don't think anyone really knows why that happens.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it's because it's classed as a finisher somewhat, I don't know.
Upper slash works the same way, it's weird. Except, I believe finishers take priority once you put on a square finisher.
Yeah, they do. But horizontal slash actually does do a lot of damage. And they upped it even more in the Final Mix version compared to 2 English.
That might be
dash. No, you didn't. Okay.
I want to freeze him. Okay. Drop my jump input. Okay. This guy has health barriers that you need to break. He has 3 different phases. What I was trying to do there was break his first one without having him teleport. But I didn't get it.
Yeah, the gimmick of this fight is you actually can't hit this boss or do damage to him unless all the medallions are in the chest. But if you hit him while they aren't in the chest, you actually get a lot of MP bubbles, which helps a lot in this fight if Fusion throws his shield. And coming out to the final phase here, he'll get about 1 and just below a third bars of health. He'll actually collect all of the 882 coins in the chest. And Midget has to time a trinity to get rid of his party members so they don't die, and then he needs to go into Master Form straight after this. Now he's going to use Master Form Thunder to just drain the coins from him real quickly.
The cool thing about Master Form Thunder is that it actually has 3 hits to it. So for the same amount of MP as a regular Thunder, we're getting a lot more value. That's annoying. On the bright side, I shouldn't be at his full push count. I don't remember. Okay, it is. That was just a bit unfortunate there.
Very nice.
Yeah,
fight.
cool.
Yeah, so you see with these second physics only Gummy missions to slow us down, we actually fly through these worlds really quickly.
Okay. So we don't follow the same order as we did last time. This time we're gonna go from here to Halloween Town, because the Keyblade we get from finishing the second visit is probably the best Keyblade in the game, in my opinion.
That happened.
Fixed.
Hey.
Okay, so there I just changed my party members all to Sora attack because we don't want them messing with the fights anymore. I also equipped Donald Duck Flare. Okay. So the cool thing you can do there is you can actually chain Reflect into Jack's Limit. Pretty much draws in all the enemies so that they all get hit by the Reflect. Alright, that somehow got a kid.
I didn't even see that one. Man, the box is quite so far.
Yeah, since they fixed the gravity. So right here's the first lot of bulkies that I want to collect. So spin that to make them appear, and I'm going to try and EXP boost one of them, if Stitch will let me. Yeah, so I take that damage on purpose, and we get double the XP from this bulky. We just got like 3,700. They give a lot of EXP.
Yeah, if you didn't do that, I'd have to get one in aggro, which would slap out 12 seconds or something.
Yeah.
The good thing about it actually being an EXP boost here as well is you get the extra XP from these enemies coming up here that we fight for the presents. We're not playing English.
Cool. So we pretty much just want to kill all those at the same time if possible, because those graveyards have a lot of health and one-shot me. So we just don't want to deal with them. So now we have a real RNG minigame. I have to fill presents, or boxes with presents, and it's RNG as to what size presents they give me. Obviously I want bigger ones, but it's whatever the game wants to do, really.
Yeah, there's no way to control this. This isn't looking very nice right now.
Oh, can Lock just
Wow.
die? Yeah, so this lock is really bad. Okay, there's a green. One. There's another green. Alright, I want that one. Alright. So, not great. Pretty much, you can have that done without shock actually coming out, so with only one kid. Okay. So, this guy is really hard to deal with when he's not broken apart. So we need his Dance Call to actually get him to his HP barrier without breaking him apart. We don't want to use the finisher though.
This is going to be the first instance of Peter Pan stunlocking. Peter Pan actually stunlocks enemies like infinitely sometimes. So, yeah, even while you're finishing a combo, he still keeps attacking and keeps them staggered so you can still just wail on them.
Safety. Lose your Renvo down. Yep.
Now he's going to use Duck Flare just to quickly finish him off.
There we go. Just decided to play that a little safe there. Didn't want to die. Even though Peter Pan has auto life, so if you die you get revived, it's still really easy to just die straight away again after being revived. So we just got that Keyblade Decisive Pumpkin. It's pretty much what we're going to be using for the rest of the run by like one fight. It has the ability Combo Boost on it, which increases the damage of your finishes based on how many hits in a combo you do. So yeah, we skipped those bulkies because as long as we EXP boost the ones in Halloween Town, we don't need those ones.
Yeah, at this point, we're good enough with experience where we don't have to worry about it for the rest of the run.
Now, Agrabah 2 loves to not let you have party members. Everything is done on this silly carpet. Whoa,
what
lights.
just happened?
Hey guys. Wait.
What?
Oh
my god.
Okay, so these bees can sometimes troll you.
Bee?
I call it a bee. It's a rapid thruster. Okay.
I've never heard you call it a bee before.
I call them bees. They look like bees.
Bee movie.
No, shut up.
Okay. I know that's terrible, don't worry. Oh no.
Alright, so we're just chasing Jafar's clone here real quick. He knows water jutsu, so he made a water clone. Actually bamboozling is quite hard. So this is the scarier of the two carpet fights. It has Crimson Jazzes, which can one-shot me. The tricky bit is just making sure you catch everything in a magnet. And I fucked that up.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna...
Give us a minute. There you go. Might need to throw an extra ether. Ooh. Wow.
I do need to throw an extra ether. There's a way I can despawn the enemies that are going to pop up here, so I'm going to use that moment when I have to stop to throw the ether.
Sleeping Beauty's awake.
My muscle memory just got completely blank there, and I just didn't magnet after my reflect. Gotta hit these switches with the right magic.
What?
Apparently that was late. That's really weird.
What?
I didn't think that was late.
No! Did you like miss the ones at the back? It's the only thing I can think of.
No idea. So we don't know what happened there, but that's okay.
That's
I get to
never
save an
happened
ether
before.
now.
Hey!
Wait, that's the wrong spell. See, that's throwing me off. Like,
You're right, Mitch.
at least I can show this now. So, cool thing about this thing. Oh wait,
to
how
your
do you
right.
click through? To my right. To my
To your
right.
right. A little bit further. To your right. No, now hold down. Just hold straight. Yeah,
There
there you
I
go.
can click through that.
That was not worth it at all. Absolutely.
I've always
Okay,
known it's
please.
there. I've just never known where.
There we go. It worked this time.
There we go. First try.
Yeah.
Hey. So now we've got an auto scroller coming up where I just need to get as much EXP as I can to make sure I hit level 30. It's just Sora flying on the carpet. I just have to hit stuff.
This would probably be a good time for donations if you have any. Nope.
Now, if we could, we would probably EXP boost on this rather than grabbing bulkies. Unfortunately, we can't because the way EXP boost works is Sora has to land the finishing hit, and because it's really the terrain that's killing these enemies, it wouldn't count as Sora killing it. So yeah, I'm really good on experience. So that's level 30, that's a strength increase. So now I should be real smooth with Jafar and Zaldin. This is on a timer here, so no matter how fast you kill the enemies, you just have to wait.
It feels like it's a lot longer in the PS4 version, I feel like. I think.
I've kind of noticed that too, although I just thought I was getting better at killing them earlier.
The PS4 version is pretty weird. So.
Yeah. And speaking of PS4 version, we now have another save warp here. Saves just a couple of seconds just to save warp here into the peddler's shop rather than going through the bazaar.
There's actually a third op. In the PS3 and 4 versions, I'm pretty sure, they added in the return to title screen option. So I've had a couple of runs die actually by returning to title screen by doing these warps. It's the worst feeling in the world. You have to, we have to be pretty careful with that.
I have on PS3. I haven't yet on PS4. Probably because I got like so used to like paying attention to dodge it from me running the PS3 version.
See, I always went tapped up on the PS2 version.
You and Zenoga, and I don't know why.
Okay, so right here he's actually backing up quite a bit to get a slide dash. Slide dash can actually do multiple hits and a lot more damage than a flash step or a regular hit would do. See, if you watch here, just chews through his health. And we're going to get him down to the HP barrier, but we don't want to break the HP barrier. Right there. He wants to break it in the next phase after he destroys, after he gets the pad.
This guy lives.
He does.
I'm so jealous.
Then after this combo, he's going to do an RC. Just to keep him staggered long enough, and we're going to kill him out of this.
Without level 30, you do so much less damage with all of your hits. You have to change up your Keyblade and do a completely different strat with air combos. And it's like, oh, it's got to be at least 10 seconds slower.
It's about 25 seconds
25
slower.
seconds slower. Okay, so Chip and Dale are going to say something here, but I don't care. Great thing about the Japanese version is that text actually scrolls faster, so you don't have to listen to as much of what they say.
Yeah, Japanese text over English text in this game saves about 18 seconds. basically because you can skip every single text cutscene in this game, which is fantastic compared to Kingdom Hearts 1 where you can't.
But then Duck Flare just outshines.
Yeah, Duck Flare saves 50 seconds on top of that, so... Ooh.
I'm surprised I didn't get hit by that, to be honest.
That was a good fight. So normally, if we were to go into Master Form in Xyloden here, we would actually get Anti-Form. We'd be guaranteed to get Anti-Form. So we're going to go before and get the jumps by running to the side. And we won't get 7 jumps, and then we won't get 9 jumps. And that should kill him entirely. And because we have 2 Keyblades, the Keyblades' strength is actually stacked on top of each other and do more damage overall. And we have 2 reaction boosts on top of that, and we just chew through his health like crazy.
I like to do 8 there.
Ooh.
This will be fine.
Yeah, it should still work. So, Aerial Dodge, which is Master Form's like special ability, actually, or growth ability I should say, actually has iframes in it that you can use to deflect Xyloden's attack and get more jumps.
You actually have to mash really hard to get all 9 jumps.
I've noted, I think BB actually does the English strat where you get 9 jumps and use Duck Flare. I have no idea how he gets 9 jumps in the first slot. Like, I can't get more than 8.
I can get 9 by running to the side, but I have to mash pretty hard. It's like, I generally get 8, but I can get 9 on occasion. I know I've seen some people actually try to aerial dodge the first hit.
I've tried to do that.
I would not
it's
recommend
not a good idea.
Spoilers, it's Riku.
Wow. So right here, it's going to go into from Reflection to Trimmy, so it follows him and gets the damage. And he's going to go into Limit Form and do some Sonic Raves and some Xantech Solution combos.
I can get this.
Ooh.
That's a lot of damage. That's pretty much the same damage as if I had gotten a Xantech again.
Wow.
So Wisdom Form just for some faster movement.
Yeah, Bulky Bender's going to spawn here as well because we manipulated it earlier, but as we said before, you don't need to worry about the EXP wrap for the rest of the run.
From this point on, let me just do this fight real quick, then I'll just say what I was going to say.
This is a cool strat.
Pretty much all the enemies clanking between each other there just are pushing each other in and out of the magnet.
I love that strat.
And what was I saying? So pretty much the after this world, everywhere we go will be such a much higher battle level than us that our damage is just going to get scaled anyway. So EXP pretty much doesn't matter at this point. Now let's see if I can get this vicinity break. Good. Oh wait, I forgot they fixed Warp Snipe, so I can actually just do it.
Yeah, actually, in the patch before this one, they actually completely ruined any warp animations, so that warp snipe would not have worked and would have killed him. Marluxia, when he warps, would warp to the other side of the arena as opposed to the middle. It completely ruined the game.
Alright, so now we get to see Junie actually used effectively.
This is the best part of the game.
This is a really cool fight when done correctly. Good damage.
Oh, you're in full off here.
No. plenty of damage. I wait on dismissing Genie there, just so Donald's out of the way and doesn't get killed. Because that'll one-shot Donald. And we want him to use Duck Flare. There we go.
Very nice fight. That is my favorite fight.
Really? I hate that fight.
Really?
Because if you mess it up, it's so hard to save.
Well, just don't mess it up now, that's all it is.
Oh yeah, just get good.
Exactly. I mean, have you seen how many strats I found for that fight?
Yes.
Just a few.
And it's not like this is English where it's literally free, even if you mess it up.
Yeah. This is the last gummy mission of the game. We're just flying to Twilight Town for the final time. And yeah, that's basically it. Yeah. We're not good at this. Is actually gonna end well.
I reckon what we do, we try it normally once.
What's
Then
normally? Peter Pan.
I mean, we could try Peter Pan once and then just do
Peter Pan's gonna go horribly. Because that's way more difficult than it was.
We'll give it a go.
Alright.
If we mess it up.
Negative combo.
Only because we...
They
We'll be fine.
can't tell people that.
Hey, you already told him that at the start of the run.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Nothing.
Yeah, see? You're a fool.
It's alright, I won't die. In before.
I've said
Right.
Shouts to Noiser who said that you could not die on a gummy mission in one of the ESA runs and then died on the next gummy mission he did. It was really funny.
The Darkness73 gave $7.13 and says, "How are we feeling? Looking forward to seeing some Dark Flare at Zigbar."
I mean, we will be seeing some Duck Flare. It won't be
Non-English duck flare.
the really long Duck Flare, but... Oh, with 2 C's, of course.
Why? Oh my god. Stop Twitch chat. Stop. Please.
Oh,
Why doesn't it surprise me that Twitch chat talks about this kind of stuff? This is stupidest thing I've heard all day.
I'll call him Donut. Alright, so I'm just making my way to the mansion here. I've got to go through this really scary part called the woods. There are snipers, and they love to one-shot me.
I hate these woods.
My PB would have been deathless if not for the woods.
I am yet to get a deathless run. Except these woods just hate me. So he's gonna summon Genie here, and he's gonna switch into Master. This is actually
didn't die.
No, good. This is actually the first use of Magnera and Master Genie. What he's going to do is going to run back and then use Magnet and use Master Genie. It's the same sort of concept as Major Drive or Trinity, and just pushing the enemies back and forward into the Magnet and constantly doing damage. And just chews through their health.
You have to make sure you're not targeted onto any of the enemies, and Mickey's doing a great job of messing with me. I messed up.
So yeah, the samurais kind of act differently. Samurais? Yeah, samurais. Remember. The creepers and the dusks get drawn in by Master Genie, whereas the samurais don't. Because they're, I think it's because they're grounded a little heavier weight, I guess.
Something like that. Oh, there's another one. I forgot to throw an ether.
Saved an ether. More to sell.
Yeah, more to sell.
No store.
I got too excited by the quick killing of the creepers.
Did you notice that at the end Mickey was a fidget spinner?
Oh, of course he was. Mickey Spinner.
I'm a terrible person.
Oh, if Zenoga's still in the chat and is still gonna donate, absolutely.
Is Zenoga still in the chat?
I'm calling you out, Zenoga. Make yourself known.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Okay, so after this, whoa, that was an interesting camera angle.
Yeah, sometimes you get launched off the dusks there.
Yeah, so this is one of the scary, this is probably the last like really scary fight in the whole run. After these dusks get killed, there'll be assassins.
But oh look, an extra party member.
We love those.
Oh, this is going bad.
So yeah, these can one-shot you.
And oh, this is going better.
It's terrible.
Oh, Axel, don't do that. Oh, he's scaring me. Look what I'm scared.
Hold me, midget.
I can't, I'm playing the video game.
Hold me anyways.
I can't!
No!
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah, we're good. I'm not
Axel
scared
just
anymore.
gave it a little love tap into the magnet there and it died.
He tripped it over. Oh god.
Oh, of course.
Okay, so coming up is the Roxas fight. This is actually a Final Mix exclusive fight. And this is like the fight that I was talking about earlier in the run where we abuse a revenge value to make a fight go by way quicker.
I've been working on a newish strat for this, so I hope he gives me the pillars because I want to do it.
I've seen the videos. So at the
No,
start
I
here,
didn't put a video.
maybe he's working on stream or something. Anyways, at the start here, he's going to do a Reflect and a combo with 2 finishes. Then he's going to do a single hit into Thunder, then into Reflect with a Guard Break, and keep repeating this because he'll always keep retaliating because his revenge value just stays up. After he throws this Ether here, he's going to use a Blizzard instead because it gives slightly more revenge value than a normal hit. And right here, he's going to...
No, didn't get it.
Okay, yeah, he's just going to get into Trinity for iframes, but also to stagger him straight out of the combo. going to hit him once or twice, and then go into limit form and finish off with a Zantetsuken into R's, and then into Zantetsuken into R's again.
I'm hoping I can Ragnarok at least one boss.
Just do it on the final boss.
I'll do it on Sykes.
Is that a smart idea? Because you got
It's completely safe assuming I get this draft.
You can't wisdom to Zim.
No, I won't. It'll kill before the actual swag.
Oh yeah,
Knock
true.
it into the air.
Okay. I didn't think about that. So on this menu here is actually going to equip 2 become 1 as well as... Do you have your ethos customized?
Here. Up.
English. Yeah, it's going to change this customize, equip 2 become 1,
Yeah, there we go.
equip 2 become 1, equip aerial finish, remove round break, and equip slap shot.
No, if I have round break still.
You still have round break on? And the reason why we want 2 become 1 is because we actually want to be anti-form here. We want to reduce our anti-points to near 0 so we can use, well, I think it is 0 actually at this point.
Yes. One of the main things I actually equipped there was drive boost for this.
Oh, that's why you, look, I didn't know that. Okay.
So that we can get the 2 anti-forms to completely drop our anti-points to 0. Because I used Wisdom Form...
You forgot the belt.
No, you don't need it. I actually tested it. Doesn't help.
Alright.
Because I used Wisdom Form on the way down the mountain in LOD2, I had 1 extra anti-point. And it doesn't lose any time to do both anti-forms.
It's actually slightly faster. So right here is going to just avoid the first few shots and then go into a duck flare. And right as he starts using the aerial finish, he's going to activate the triangle on the duck flare. And then mid-second aerial finish, he's going to use the mega duck flare, throw 2 ethers so he can just use it. It's basically the same thing repeated in this section. But he doesn't want to push him past about 2.8 or so bars on his health, otherwise he'll go into DM phase. And the DM phase is... that's good. DM phase loses a lot of time. It's going to go into master form. He has to be,
I don't like this corner.
You have to be really careful not to stagger him with the first hit, because that'll add too much revenge value, and the reflects actually don't add anything. And he goes into a fire to also not add revenge value. I'm going to be using that word a lot. The duck flare kills him from there.
I love that strat. That's my favorite fight in the game.
I love that fight. Me and BB spent like 10 hours testing that strat.
I remember when I was doing PS3 as well, I was working with the auto revert, like the revert early thing.
Is that worth it?
It's just to make sure I have drive for the opening of Luxid. I do a weird thing on
you probably
Lux.
do limit form, don't you?
Yeah, just to make it the first phase at least more consistent.
Yeah, because
it's currently this fight.
It's broken.
This fight coming up is broken in this patch. The last thing they need to fix, really.
Yeah, but when they fix this, they'll probably mess something else up.
Oh, let's hope not. The way this fight is broken is when he uses cards, they don't track you properly. So just to push him through his first phase here, I'm going to use Trinity in the limit form.
Those cards that were floating around before, they actually don't follow you properly, and it messes up the fight severely. As you can see right there, normally we get both of them following, and destroy them both with the reflect, but for some reason we just can't anymore.
I don't know what just happened. I don't know what just happened. That one was a meme, huh? that didn't even hit. That's kind of disappointing.
This fight looks awful. I haven't done a run on this patch yet.
It's really bad.
Wow. That was cool. That happened. Okay, so right here it's going to go into Trinity, and then do a limit form again. Do the same sort of thing as you did on Roxas, just to skip his DM where you have to do the mini game.
Don't worry about that card.
Yeah, it's just doing a couple of hits to stall out time. Wow. Whoa.
Alright, so the cool thing is, I want to get past these cards, but he won't do anything here because he's on 1 HP.
God.
That really worked for that card. I knew that card was going to mess me up, dude. Real quick.
Yeah, it's a quick one.
Yeah.
Our own Aeon Photo gave $11.77 and says, I got hit by 11 lightning bolts during my run. Good luck on the final fights, Midget, and put this towards the English voices on Valkyria Chronicles.
Cheers. Alright, this is Syx. This is a cool strat. You're gonna see his new turn rate, and you're gonna be like, what?
Is it like a PS2, right? Nope. Oh, it's worse. Okay.
Look how fast he turns around. Just wait for it. Okay, so...
Whoa.
Alright.
Okay.
Kinda messed up.
Okay, so this is the first sort of example of slapshot reflect. What he's doing is he's doing a reflect to reflect the first hit, and then he's interrupting it with a slapshot and then doing another reflect. That'll actually do 2 reflect worth of damage instead of 1, because a reflect damage stops when you either stop the reflect or you do a finisher of the reflect. So that just gives a lot of damage really
I
quickly.
saved that.
That was a good save.
I can't use Infinity.
Not gonna end well. Wow. Well, never mind, I stand corrected.
Yes.
I stand corrected.
Alright, now I just gotta make my way up to Zemnis. But first we get Riku. Hi, Riku. Wisdom form is just for faster movement. Okay, so here's Zemnis. I actually really like this fight. It's a lot of fun. A lot of reflect. Tap stuff with the button.
Don't crash the game.
It doesn't crash.
I know. The third RC actually does the most damage here. Even if it takes a bit of extra time, it actually does do a lot of damage. It's about a bar and a half. It's going to force him to teleport here after doing an aerial combo and then a ground combo with 2 finishes. And the same thing as before with Syx, going to do slapshot combos. Oops, that was awkward.
We're fine. Improv, let's go.
This is fine.
I love improvising. Okay. Why is it double inputting?
Probably the input delay.
Post Garnet Trinity.
That's good enough.
On the bright side, you can use
Again.
yeah. Yeah, that was double inputting a lot for some reason. We're good.
So now it comes like the final stretch of fights. This is the final boss rush. We do everything. It's basically all the final Xemnas forms.
Oh, it's gonna be good. Should be like it'll be a 307 if I
Yeah,
recall.
3. I think it was like
3 deaths.
yeah.
Oh no! I'm selling this.
Oh no. Rip.
Oh wow.
You do Stitch or Master Genie?
Master Genie. I don't like the inconsistency of Stitch.
Right here, we're just going to destroy both the engines. Because the first one normally is just magnets, and the second one is going to drop a magnet and then go into Master Form to do some more, to stagger the enemies to go into the engine as well. And then one more magnet from Master Form should do it.
Double cameras.
Yep. Frame perfect input.
I'm like mashing my hand off.
So he's going to drop a magnet here to spawn the first wave earlier. Normally I have to get to a certain HP on the core to actually spawn the enemies, but he's going to do a magnet into Trinity to get his drive back. Now you see his actual full drive. He's going to kill the rest of the enemies with the Trinity.
I think all of the previous ones.
Yep, that doesn't happen very often. I was going to summon Genie and do the same thing he did back with the Mickey fight.
There's a bit of manipulation there to make that spawn this wave early. You just have to pretty much mash your inputs as fast as possible.
Yeah, same sort of idea as the Mickey fight. Go magnet into Master Genie and it'll just chew through their health so quickly. And the good thing about spawning these enemies early is normally when if you spawn them by hitting the core up until a certain HP, what will happen is their wings will actually fly down and do damage to you, and that will one-shot you on critical mode. So he's going to use Dog Flare right here. Use Mega Dog Flare and just get enough drive to be able to go into Battle Form right here.
I'm gonna do a bit more damage first
Yeah.
before we do. Because this isn't English, my Duck Flare is weaker. The core is staying up in the air.
So one of those were the wins. And he actually put on Oblivion back in the menu when he re-equipped the Cypher Pumpkin after Zigzag. And the Oblivion does a lot more damage than Starseeker's that was on default Battle Form.
I always forget that auto reverse.
So his hammer, his sword will actually one-shot you, and this laser wall, I guess, lightning wall, will actually bring you down to about half HP. Ooh.
I completely forgot what I was doing right there.
Dark Flesh just about finishing.
I had like the perfect amount of damage.
Yeah,
right there.
that was barely enough. So the next fight is pretty boring. Nothing entertaining really happens here.
Yeah, this is the dragon. We just have to kill all its parts and hope I don't die.
Yeah, this fight is...
Finisher canceling is cool.
Oh,
So
yeah,
that's about
the
it.
thing. This fight is actually literally twice as long as this one on the original version for PS2. They'll take 100 to 0, but it kind of depends, because there's abilities that will prevent you from dying in one hit, like Second Chance prevents you from dying in one hit and leave you at 1 HP, and once more will prevent you from dying in a combo. But generally when we say one shot, we mean, yeah, it will kill you in one hit.
Yeah, we don't get Second Chance in the route.
Yeah, you get it like level 49 with shield, and we're only level 36 or so.
34. That engine dies really quick on the PS4 version.
This is unusually easy to dodge.
Yeah, I have my own way to dodge them. It's generally pretty consistent.
I just go for the corner.
So what I'm doing here is I'm actually using the laser and the shield to cancel my finishes. That way I can just knock these bombs out straight away. Makes this fight a lot faster. You can just infinitely use finishes.
Yeah, for some reason, with Riku's reaction command abilities, and with this laser, and oddly enough, with changing Genie drive forms, you can actually do infinite finishes. It's really weird. I don't know why they programmed it like
I could
that.
also do it like this.
Yeah, you can do it
just
combos.
like infinite combo, but like we want to do finishes, so. That's the
That was a really good dragon.
That was a really good dragon, actually.
So second last fight, second phase of Armor's Emnus. This time he actually pushes you back into the void and you have to fly back to him.
Yeah, there's 3 HP gates that you need to push through.
Yes, this will one-shot you. That's a cool example of finish cancelling.
I don't like those white buildings.
That looks dangerous.
Alright, by doing a quick aerial dodge into glide there, we can actually skip his lasers that he's meant to shoot. I don't know why. I can't get early building.
Yeah, there's a building that spawns up of where the fourth building, or the right-hand side building spawns. If it spawns low enough, you can actually get it. It saves like a few seconds, but unfortunately in this situation you can get it.
It's random how the buildings spawn.
Yeah. He wants to make sure he has near full MP here, just because he's going to do a lot of reflex in the next fight.
My MP doesn't refill between these fights.
Alright, so this is the final boss. At the start here, he's going to try and grab Sora, but if you reflect fast enough, you can actually completely avoid that and get some damage off on him. And he's actually... Whoa, what? Okay. He's actually properly timing all these reversals and reflects to get as much damage as he can off.
My bad, I timed that one too early. Alright, let's try again. That's a little more normal.
Yeah, Yeah, some of these are barely hitting, but they're hitting them enough to make a difference.
Ow. Never mind, I guess I'll potion.
Some nice blocks there.
Oh, I might die. Nope, I'm cool.
Riku, MVP. So yeah, normally right here he'd go into lasers, but if we keep him staggered, he actually can't go into lasers at all. So he's gonna force him to do another grab move, and this is a little bit faster than what would normally happen if you just let him go into lasers once again. But this should be just enough to push him into the HP game. And there we go. Now we have a minute and 30 cutscene to finish this off. About a...
Go for it.
Go for it.
Put my donation to
Oh my god,
child.
Why?
It's actually really funny. I found out the other day by playing with this fight that if Riku dies on the very last laser shot here, he T-stands.
I saw that. It's funny. I didn't know that.
You still lose the fight, but he T-stands.
So yeah, time's coming up soon.
Yeah. Maybe I can make it.
No, you got. Swag for this.
Oh, I could do my own swag. Yeah. Oh, okay, I'll swag it.
Trinity into fire.
That's boring swag.
Oh.
No, full swag.
I'm wondering what you're opting for here.
Myself in charge so I get my drive back a bit faster.
Are you going for swagger or not? Just kill me already.
Alright. That doesn't actually hit him. That's what regular people do. This is what the cool kids do.
Time.
Alright, now we gotta set up for this.
Yeah, we've got to. This is gonna be interesting.
Which one do you want to do first?
I don't know. This is not. It's not gonna end well either way.
No.
What?
Alright.
What?
Oh wait, we have coins.
We're stealing from this Switch.
Alright. Heads is core skip, tails is terror.
Okay. Good try.
What was what again? Tails is terror?
Tails is
Yeah.
terror. Oh no!
It's tails!
Okay. Well.
It's tails.
Okay, so the donation incentive was 2 players, 1 controller, Lingering Will, or Terror, as more commonly known. This is going to be a disaster. Why did we not practice? I mean, we did practice this. Exactly.
No, unfortunately I don't have a level 1 file, so we're gonna do it on my level 80 file.
Doesn't
I mean,
really-
this is level 8. This is level 1.
Yeah. It's all the 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is he? He's here.
How are we gonna do this?
What strat do you want to try first?
I don't
Before
know.
we die? We're gonna die.
Yeah.
At least once.
What strat do we want to try before we die?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's do the cheese strat then. Let's do the cheese strat
We'll
then.
do the cheese strat.
Yeah, we'll do the cheese strat.
Alright.
I might need to move a bit closer to you. Oh, Captain.
Where's Nick? Where?
You've already come with
That. Wait, let me just. Oh, air combo plus the.
And all aerial finishes. Yeah, you. This is not gonna end well. Okay, so what button am I using?
Okay. You can press X. Oh wait, let me just save this menu. In case we die.
In case we die. We will die. So
Yeah, we
how
gotta
are
practice first.
How are we doing this? Put on auto limit.
Oh yeah, auto limit.
So we can choose.
I'll get the triangle button then. You can just deal with X.
How about I hold this side of the controller, you hold that side of the
Let me
controller?
just make sure. Okay. Oh, that doesn't work because I'm controlling the buttons. Hey, you press X. I'll do triangle and.
Okay.
You press those two.
All right. Ready?
You've got.
Oh,
wait.
start.
Alright,
This is
you
not-
might want to cover like square as well with your left hand.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't need to move. Ready?
Remember to do
Oh,
that
yeah,
for dodge
3 hands.
roll.
Okay, I'm ready. This is not gonna work. Spam it.
Okay, where is he?
You're covering the whole controller.
Wait, no, we can do this.
Okay.
Okay, jump.
Ready? We're doing it! Look at him! Ah. We're probably spamming Dan's game or something. No, it's not that slow. Oh! You have to get ready to push triangle just in case you mess up.
It's okay, I left once more in second.
Oh my god! No! No, you saved it!
Hang on, hang on.
Hang on.
Jump! Oh,
Okay, push triangle. Go! That's not
Go!
the right. Uh-oh, where's Dan?
No, we can do it.
No. We tried!
Alright, we'll try again.
Until they say stop, I guess.
Wait, did I save?
Yeah, sure, 10 minutes. Why not?
Yeah, put a timer on the.
Yeah,
Alright.
starting from now.
Press down.
Ready? Spam it. Oh, I can't hold it.
Wait. God. Wait.
Wait. Not good.
Move us, liquid.
I'm trying. We're dead. Got this. Nope. This is not. Hold on. Nope.
Move us. I'm gonna parry it. Oh, I can't parry it.
How do we carry it?
Wait, hey, got it. Okay.
This is hard.
Okay, how about this? You cover that side whilst
That's
we
what I
get
said.
into position, and
Okay,
then we'll
okay.
pause and we'll switch.
Let's go.
Okay.
Gotta
Wait,
go.
I need to. Okay, so you're
Ready?
you're on left side.
Okay. Oh god, this is not gonna. All right. Ready?
Okay, you only need the stick.
Okay.
I'm gonna auto limit. Wait. Okay.
Okay. Ready?
You're on X.
3, 2, 1, go. I get a feeling this is fast.
I know. I don't even need to. I've got so much time.
You have so much time. kill us.
He's thinking, why did the developers mess this up?
I just multitask.
Oh, just dodge the rock?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a legend.
Thank you.
Oh,
No!
Alright, switch back. Okay, switch back to
Okay,
the left side.
Okay. This is not good.
You've just got to do that.
Alright, you've got everything else.
Okay.
Ready? Go. Master.
No, what are you doing?
Mash triangle.
God!
Where's dead?
No,
Just right through it.
hey, run.
Right through it.
Okay. Yeah. No! Why were you on reverse? Alright, we still got time.
Yeah, we can do it. We got more time.
We nearly had it. No one's putting the blame on who messed it up.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, I kind of need to hold control.
Alright.
Okay,
Now,
ready?
You've got to remember we can guard as well. Alright, okay.
You gotta remember to hit stuff.
Alright, I'm gonna guard.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Oh, wait. So you're ready to jump?
Yep. Ready. Oh wait. Ready. Set. Go. You get it eventually. I'm concentrating so hard on it. Do it. Oh. Oh.
I nearly messed it up. Okay, now we've got the core skip.
Alright. Am I doing that?
Yeah, I'm so
You
bad at it.
don't want to do it?
I am so... I mean, I
You
can,
get me there.
I can try if you set me up for it.
That's up to you.
Alright, yeah, you can do it.
What the fuck is this? I didn't hear that. What's happening?
They're watching the replay, I think.
Are they?
Wait, where am I going?
I got it.
Oh, wait, we're this way.
Yeah, we kind of got to go into Cavern of Remembrance to do Cavern of Remembrance. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. So,
Liquid's gonna fail this one.
oh, you don't even have high jump.
Oh, you might want to equip that.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah. I just took it off for the terror strike.
Oh, okay. Alright, so this is the Cavern of Remembrance. I should probably be closer to my microphone. Okay, so this is the Cavern of Remembrance. This is actually a 2FM exclusive location that's literally only in this game, and it's like a bunch of platformers and a lot of hard boss battles. Like if I have you done this file?
Yeah.
Okay, so normally there'd be like a boss fight, or not a boss fight, a lot of heartless fights just through there, and they usually kill you in one shot. And there's 5 different fights to get to the end. But if I set this up correctly,
Oh, is Fenrir too big of a keyblade?
nah, it should work. Okay, I'm like.
Oh wait, negative combo.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing. Okay.
Down.
Is it that one?
Yeah, it's that one.
Okay. I'll get rid of Fenrir just as well. Sweet memories. Alright. So if I line this up just right, I clank off the wall, and I jump at this wall just at the right angle. Hold on. This might take me a couple of tries. Bear with me. There we go.
There you go.
Alright, so I actually click out of bounds. I'm out of bounds right now, and if I fall down, I can do a trick called Master Form hovering. I'm not used to JP controls, this could be interesting. But
Just take your time with it.
yeah. You can actually
Save.
just hover up infinitely like this. And what this does, if you have an uncompleted Cabinet of Remembrance file, what this actually does is it'll let you skip this entire section. This is really the only big sequence break, well not sequence break, big glitch we have in this game. And the only category it's used for is Gold Crown. But it saves over an hour. So it should be okay though. 40 is a lot. I'm just gonna steal your high drive recovery midget.
That's fine.
So yeah, you can see like the whole out of bounds of Cabinet of Remembrance. It's pretty interesting how it's made.
If you fall infinitely.
Yeah, there was a runner by the name of Asa who fell for 5 days straight and his game didn't even crash. So, and then he just ended up giving up and turning off his console. So right up there, just where that chest is, it's open. That is where the doorway is. This should be close to the last one, I think, if I don't lose any more height.
Don't do an Arigo.
I got this, man, don't worry. Alright. There we go. So, normally there's a big... In an uncompleted file, there's a barrier here that actually would just push you back in this area because it just doesn't let you go through. But it puts you behind this.
So all these enemies wouldn't be there. There's three really tough nobody fights in this room. They would not be there. You would go through here. All of these portals would be there, but
You can't actually access
inaccessible.
them. Yeah, if I were to select yes in an uncompleted file,
it would just do nothing.
Yeah.
And you have the chest for beating the data organization in the middle of the room already loaded in there. That's kind of like a debug room kind of thing.
That's why it
And you
saves
can
so
just
much time. You
get
don't
the
have to
crown.
fight every single data fight in a gold crown run. You just pick up the chest and be on your way. And interestingly enough, normally you fall out of bounds infinitely here. But, you know, can't really do that. But that is the Cabinet of Remembrance gift as well. So
And that is Kingdom Hearts 2 FA.
yes, that is the game.